Hi everyone, it's Kaya, and it's that time of year again. That time of year when it gets too cold too fast, and we eat too much at holiday get-togethers, and we gain too much weight, and we spend way too much money on presents. Well, I'm no good at, changing the weather, and I'm definitely not a go-to person about the whole eating too much thing. Whew! But I can help you to save money as I am a cheap ass. So today is the do's and don'ts of Christmas presents. Yay! There are like 4 categories when it comes to presents. Getting presents for family members, getting presents from family members, getting presents for friends, and getting presents from friends. And we're going to start with family. Okay, so getting presents for family members. This is possibly the easiest way, because family is always good for the cheapest form of presents, which is homemade. Because your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your grandpa, whomever, they're gonna love wearing something that their grandchild, that their niece, nephew, whatever made. And they get to go, they get to have a coworker go, "Oh my God, I just love that necklace. My darling little Snooky made it for me." They get that sort of thing out of it too, which is just silly. So if you're in woodshop or art class or whatever, any sort of artistic talents whatsoever, make your parental units something because they like it. Otherwise, buying presents for family members is pretty easy because, whatever you get them, they're going to like. Even if it just sits on the back of a bookcase or whatever, they don't care. So now, part 2. Getting presents from family members. Alright, we know you didn't want the sweater, or the pair of socks, or the CD from the band that you liked when you were like 11, but you should still say thank you. If you get it in the mail from distant family members, they're trying their hardest, So send them a thank you note because they love thank you notes, and it's the polite thing to do. So even if you don't like it, be polite. That's a big rule. Be polite, especially during the holidays, because, that sweater with the kittens on it may be the ugliest thing you have ever seen, but, your great aunt Ethel might have spent $70 on it, so, say thank you and try to make the best out of it. Even if you just wear it around the house, it's like, whatever. Sometimes ugly things are fun, like this hat. So now we come to part 3. Part 3 is getting presents for friends. This is one of the harder categories, and there are a couple rules. First rule is, unless you are absolutely positively 120% sure that they're going to love it, refrain from getting your friends and or significant other clothing. And here's why. If they don't absolutely love it, they're not going to wear it. And because you notice when people wear things that you get them, you just do. So you're going to notice that they don't wear it, and it's going to be kind of awkward. They're going to have a hard time, coping with it, I guess. Because, if you get, personally, if I were to get a t-shirt or something that I didn't like, I'd feel, compelled to wear it, even though I thought it was the ugliest thing ever. And I'd have a hard time not wearing it, because then the other person's going to know that I don't like it. So, unless you're positive, don't get them, t-shirts or sweaters or whatever. Branching off from that, refrain from underwear and socks, unless it's like a joke present. You get your boyfriend boxers, he's gonna be like, okay, what else? So unless it's like a kinky or a funny sort of thing, yeah, try to stay away from those. Personally, I'm a sock fanatic, but, if I buy you a $50 sweater, I don't want you to just give me a packet of, knee-high socks. It just, so, next rule, having nothing to do with clothing, is you have to be careful with homemade stuff. Wow. Here, I've spent all this money on you, and all I had to do was make you, a card or something. So you have to be careful about that. If you do make stuff, make sure that it's really nice. Like necklaces and whatnot. I can make lots of necklaces, but if it's crappy, it gets to be a bit of a problem. Same thing with, photo albums or something. They have a lot of significant value, but it's like, really, this is it? What else? I mean, try to go for a couple little things if you're just going to give something that's more of a personal than a, I don't know. You know what I mean. Right, and now we come to part 4, which is getting presents from friends. Okay, well, it goes back to the biggest rule of all, be polite, even if you don't like it. If you do, if they break rule 1 and get you something that, you don't like, if they have a gift receipt, you can take it back. And here's the little sneaky bit you do. You take it back to the store and you get a different article of clothing or whatever, and then you just claim that they didn't have that one in your size. And it works. 'Cause they'll never know. So that's sneaky rule. But if you do get it and whatever, try to wear it once. Make the best out of it instead of just saying, or just like throwing it in the back of your closet and knowing that your friend just spent $25 on a t-shirt for nothing. Because that really sucks, knowing that. But yeah, always be polite. And if you don't have a present to give back, I know it's really embarrassing, but try your hardest and say thank you profusely. And if you can, try to get them a present and just like give it as a belated thing. But yeah. So that's really all I got. That's the do's and don'ts of presents, ladies and gents. So I'm gonna go biatches. Bow to the cat hat. That was weird.